Hey guys, it's Brandon with Investment Joy. I am doing my absolute best to answer as many questions as I can about what my life is like being a landlord, owning 140 rentals, a trailer park, 3 laundromats. We're going to start a 4th one at the trailer park. My net worth is over $1 million. I have that question a lot. A lot of you guys think I'm a poor hillbilly that isn't worth anything. That is what it is. But one of the things that I want to do with this channel is kind of inspire the kind of person that I was when I was 15, 16, 18, 21, and I had no contacts. I had no network. I grew up relatively poor. My dad had a heart attack. Everybody I knew when I was a kid was poor. The richest person I know worked at a TV factory. And that was the high bar for my childhood in terms of money. Everybody else was declaring bankruptcy, churning credit cards, and when I mean churning credit cards, maxing them out and then declaring bankruptcy to discharge them. That's kind of the environment that I grew up in, but now I have this YouTube channel, the laundromats. I'm making good money. I'm at like between $4 and $5 million worth of assets that I have control over. That's before I even count the trailer park. The trailer park's probably going to be another $2 to $3 million in assets that I control when it's all done. I'm not saying that as a brag as much as it is to try and give you guys hope that after 13 years worth of effort on my end, I find this place where I'm doing these YouTube videos and hopefully inspiring hope to you people on the internet. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor, hit the like button because that helps the algorithm and it makes the YouTube people think that I have quality content. Yeah, we're fooling them, huh? But it helps send my content out to people that I've never met before, and I hope to inspire other people that have never seen my content before. So one of the things that I really aspire to do is have a transparent business with all of the internet, to explain to you guys my successes, my failures, and the things that I struggle with, because I struggle with crap every day. I am one of the most disorganized human beings that you will ever meet. That's no joke. The tripod my camera's sitting on, I forgot this morning. I had to drive all the way back to my office because I forgot to throw the tripod in my car. That's what I do. I screw up every day. But I find that as time goes on, I continue to build more and more assets. I'm able to take care of my family. My wife doesn't have to have a job. I'm building equity. I'm paying down my mortgages. I'm getting out of debt that my real estate's in, not consumer debt, but house debt, asset debt. So one of you guys have asked me, how did I get this laundromat for $0? And I really would hope that you watch the entirety of this video because I'm going to try and make it as clear as possible. I got this laundromat for $0 because I have connections. And many people say that you have to be rich to have connections. I am living proof that that's not true. Like I said, everybody I knew growing up was poor. I did get a real estate license at 21 that put me in an environment where I was around rich people all the time. And as time goes on, I get around more and more people that have money. And I find something very interesting about people that have money. They don't have time. See, you and I have one thing in common. You might not look like me. You might not sound like me. You might be a boy. You might be a girl. You might be older than me. You might be younger than me. But we all have 24 hours in a day, and we have to choose wisely how we spend them. I spend very little of my time on entertainment. I don't know the last TV show I watched. I spend most of my time working and with my kids. Sometimes I play games on the computer, but not too often. So everybody has 24 hours in a day. That includes rich people. Even Bill Gates has 24 hours in a day. I know that's shocking, huh? But we have to spend our time wisely. And for somebody that has wealth and a lot of money sitting in the bank, they cannot buy more time. So they have to use their money wisely and make investments with other people. So I had these bright ideas years ago. I would go out and I would find rich people that have no time left, but they have money, and figure out a way to get money from those individuals to go buy assets that I could manage and have control ownership in, and use that to build my own wealth. It's very easy once you kind of learn what the game is. As it stands right now, December the 17th, 2019, I've got between an extra $5 and $10 million worth of investors that are begging me almost every day to go out and buy something that they can get in. I've got 2 or 3 people that want me to go buy another trailer park, and if you've watched my trailer park videos, it's not done. The trailer park isn't done yet. I've got people begging me to go out and buy another trailer park so they can be a partner with on. And this laundromat is no different. Granted, I bought the laundromat before the YouTube stuff exploded, so there is that caveat. So this one became available in about October or November 2018. I knew the man that owned it and the former person that owned it, and I went to the new owner who had shut it down and said, hey, if you would have any interest in financing 100% of that location, let me know, I'll make you payments. Now, some people try that and they get told no and then they give up. The former owner of this place told me the same thing that many of you would expect him to say. He said, heck no, I can sell that place for $135,000. I don't want to do it. Well, some time went down the road and then he called me back and said, Brandon, if you can come up with $25,000, I'll sell you the laundromat. I'll finance the rest of it. So I came back and I said, how about $5,000? And then we haggled back and forth and we ended up at $85,000 if I could come up with $15,000. So $70,000 in a loan, $15,000 down. So I thought it was a great idea. How about I try and get this laundromat for nothing? So I went and I wrote a business plan out or a proposal that I could shop to different investors and show them how they could make a 9% return on this laundromat. And then if it ever sells, they get a percentage of the net equity that's involved. So I shopped it to 2 investors, and my second investor says, Brandon, that sounds like a fun investment. Let's do it. So they sent me $40,000, $15,000 to pay for the down payment on the property, and then another $25,000 to fix the property up. There were all sorts of problems, but we got it done. I purchased the laundromat, and I make a payment to the former owner for $537 per month, and then my partner / investor that I got on it, I pay him $300 per month. Taxes run me $120 per month. Insurance runs me $300. So my mandatory spend is $537 plus $300 plus $120 plus $300 for the insurance. I do all these things as like spit takes. I have no notes. That's how organized I am. So we'll show it on the bottom of the screen how much money I spend per month to own this place. Those payments come out of the money I generate off this property. Or maybe they're up there, but right above me are 2 apartments. And those apartments generate me about $1,100 per month. Enough to pay all of my mandatory spend that it takes to own this place. So any money this wonderful, glorious, beautiful, amazing laundromat makes is essentially money in my pocket because I can pay the former owner, I can pay my investor. Still, I have no money out of my own pocket. I might have put $50 or $100 worth of quarters in the machine when it needed it and to feel like going to the bank. So that's how I got this laundromat for $0. Now, I know somebody's going to be on YouTube and say, Brandon, you did not get that thing for free. And it would depend on what your definition is of free is. Nobody signed me the deed over for $0. But as of today, I have essentially no money out of my own pocket to acquire this piece of real estate, of which I'm paying down the principal on. I'm getting new customers. We are building this equity. I believe within a year to year and a half time, I can cash out, refinance the former owner and my partner with an SBA small business loan for about $250,000. The cash out refinance, I can put a little bit of money in my pocket. All the upgrades that I could ever want will be done to this laundromat. I will own it outright myself. No former owner involved with the seller finance deal. No private partner. And guess what, guys? Here's the magic of real estate. The former owner's happy because he got his money. My investor / partner, he's happy because he got money. And I'm happy because I have no money out of pocket and I've used my brain, the knowledge base that I have to go and get this asset. I do a similar scenario to many of the investments that I make. I've done it on apartment complexes, single-family detached houses, all sorts of different investments so that I can acquire long-term wealth without having a ton of money in my own pocket. I'm using my knowledge because, once again, people with high net worth, they cannot buy their own time, so they've got to find other people to invest with. And poor kids like me that have a desire to make long-term money and work my butt off, there's a lot of people out there like me that are more than happy to take on investment for big, rich people. And it's wonderful. And guess what, guys? There's no laws preventing you from doing this. Yes, you're going to have to comply with investment laws. Yes, you're going to have to learn a little bit about SEC and how to run a business and how to do things the legal way. But guess what? It does not require a college education for that. I still have not gone to college, and yet I own millions of dollars worth of assets generating tens of thousands of dollars per month. I have people make fun of my dumpy little laundromat that only brings in $4,000 revenue a month. Guess what? My real estate stuff's over $40K a month. And I've done that with very little money to start off with. I only started off with $25,000 6 years ago. And now I've got 140 rentals, and it's great. It's nice. But this video, the goal here is to inspire hope for all you people out there that are like me when I was 16, 17, especially people out there like when I was 18 and my dad had a heart attack, never had the chance to go to college, and I had to go get a job at a warehouse. There's a lot of people out there like that. But we have to have wisdom in where we spend our time. I do not spend time watching TV. Sorry, guys. It's hard to be rich and watch TV all the time. That's just one of those things. You might have to be willing to give up TV for a while. So once again, this is Brandon with Investment Joy. I really appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, like and subscribe. If you're so willing to, click the notification bell. That helps the YouTube algorithm too. And consider signing up for Webull. You'll get 2 free stocks. Deposit $100 and they help me out too. Thanks, guys.